Yeah, did I click it? Wait, I don't know if I clicked it.
Huh?
I don't know if I pressed it or not. I clicked the screen. I clicked the button by accident.
What?
I clicked the button, but I don't know if it's streaming.
Yeah, streaming.
You sure?
I'm like,
Cause there's a blue thing down here.
oh yeah, you're streaming. It says stop streaming.
Where? Oh, but am I streaming in the right place? Cause I also don't see the chat.
X that out.
Okay. You sure it's the right chat?
Yep.
Where's the red heart?
Because if you click the button,
But I just accidentally pressed it. I don't know what I clicked.
right? I put it on manage broadcast and start streaming. So you should be streaming. You're streaming.
Okay. Ooh, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's
Vertical
up?
live
What's up?
streaming is here now.
You said what?
Vertical live streaming is here now.
Ooh, but is it like? Is it discoverable?
That's what that is.
What do you mean?
Like that, they're gonna yes.
You told me it wasn't discoverable before.
Right, it's discoverable. I'm thinking because they announced it, it's discoverable.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh, I just walked in the house probably about 10 minutes ago. It's a little bit later than normal. That is because of the whole time difference thing. So they moved the clock an hour forward. They moved the hour one of the directions, and that has caused the day to Jesus bright as hell. Gotta turn these down. I'm about to pass out.
Especially with all that sun.
Nice sushi. Hey. Oof. I feel like. Okay. Yeah, it's better. Write something in the chat.
Anything show?
Nope.
So exit out, and then go to view, or it's either view or dots at the top.
YouTube live control panel chat. Okay, I see it. You put something. Yeah. So, oh man, like I said, got a slight little headache because I've been out all day. Did not eat much this morning. I was trying to get out as early as I possibly could because my goal right now, as y'all know, is to just make lots and lots and lots of money, which is why we are not doing vlogs and stuff anymore. Okay, turn this one. I want it to be up here. I hate looking at this. Man, you don't even understand. Yeah, I don't even understand. My phone's on there? Yes. So, for Melissa, I want to ask you this.
Okay.
How many candles do you think we have sold at the park so far this month?
100.
That is a pretty good guess. It's a pretty good guess. Incorrect guess, but it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
So, we have sold this month 115 candles.
Oh wow, that was really close.
Do you know how much we have made this month? Just from selling in the park.
Just from selling at the park. Oh, we sold 100 candles. That's a minimum. That's a minimum of 1,000. Jeez Louise. How much did we pay? 2 to 3.
So $2,990.50.
Okay, 3,000.
Today is March 17th. There are 2 more weeks left.
Jeez.
And I have not been able to sell the days I wanted to sell.
Right.
So I'm so ecstatic by this. And I think we've done like this month on Shopify, probably, we're looking at like $500-$600.
Sushi.
Yeah, we did $583 on the website with only 9 orders, by the way. It's kind of crazy. Listen, guys, I'm at a loss for words because every time I think about it, I am so mad that we didn't do this earlier, because we would have been in so much of a better position. Like so much. And even right now, I was talking to Melissa today when she came to the park, and we had this agreement, like, okay, we're gonna try and stay off loans and borrow as much as possible. No more debt, no more borrowing, no more loans, nothing like that, right? So it's getting to a point where we are selling more candles than we have inventory, and more candles than we can have shipped to the house. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now. And the problem is, if I'm going out every day, like right now, we have 8 cents in about 3 sizes. In the smallest size, we don't have, I think, 2 cents right now. And we have, from our first collection, we probably have, in terms of big, it's supposed to be 12 or more candles. We probably have like 5, possibly. So it's really getting crazy. And then the other thing is the fact that when we order it, it probably take like a week for it to get here. So now we're back to where we were at last year, where it's like, okay, do we order the stuff in bulk ahead of time? Right?
Rock.
So, right. So we're back at that point again, where, yeah, I know last year we were like, okay, we're going to set up. I think he's testing.
No, sushi eating.
Oh, bro, my beard looks so crazy on the other side. And that's how we got here in the first place. Was trying to scale and borrowing money to buy inventory for things in the future and book craft fairs and all that other stuff. And we're kind of getting to this point where it's, do we do it again? Do we go back to doing that? So Shopify has offered us like $1,400 for us to use on our business, but they will take 70% of all the transactions that we do on Shopify. And I remember before I had heard in the music industry, right? I forgot who they were doing an interview with, and they had said, I think it was about Drake, and it might have been something along the lines of they can control any artist more or less because there's always a number that they'll take. So as long as I can get you to take some amount of money, then we're good. No matter what the number is, it could be $1 billion, it could be 500 million, it could be 2 billion, whatever the number is, 10 million. They felt like our goal as a record label is to make sure that you take an advance from us, so that way we have you kind of on lock, so that we know that we're gonna make money off you regardless of what you put out, and pretty much you're beholden to us to make music. And the thing that I thought was interesting about that is that they said that everybody has a number. There's always a number, no matter how, if you're independent, no matter if you paid off your deal already and you got your first advance and it was 200 million, they'd just be like, hey, you want 500 million? We can give you 500 million in cash. You want that? You don't want that? We can do 900 million. You want to do 1.1 billion? We can do that. And once you say yes, boom, they got you. So I feel like that's how it feels right now with the loans, because I want to borrow the money. Like I'm like, okay, it could help us a lot. But one thing Melissa pointed out earlier today is that it's always freezing.
You're not freezing on the screen.
Am I going back and forth on the screen? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that if something were to happen with Shopify, our website probably wouldn't work anymore. So the risk is that not paying them will make us, will hurt us in the long run. If something were to come up where we can't pay them. Also, how it normally works is they have the whole minimum payment, right? So if they say, oh, it's going to be $500 minimum payment every 2 months, something like that, we don't make that much from just sales online in terms of just to pay them from 17%. So they would probably require us to put our own money in there. Now we're back where we were trying not to be, is giving them money and messing up our cash flow. But it's getting to a point where, like I said, I have to either not sell outside. I guess I can raise the prices to like $80 for the candle, which I think would be crazy. Even still, it's like I guess
They're supposed to be 15.
20.
You're right. They're supposed to be 20.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I haven't done it yet. I could try it. It's that people pay for it on the website, so I guess.
Right. I mean, I wasn't sure if there was a reason why you haven't done it yet.
No, it's just a in-person thing, and
Yeah, you need to sell less. You need to sell
right.
less.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Today I did. Let's see. $14 sales, and it was $418.50. It's an average sale of $30, man. And we're getting to that point. People pulling up to the park, talking about something. Hey, I came to get my new candle, man. There's one person right now. Oh my God, she has bought 5, 7. She's bought 10 candles in the last week from us. 10, and of all different sizes, bigs, mediums, smalls. And she's talking about putting us in talks with a beekeeper to probably get better pricing. So, it's something that's available. We're not really sure we're going to do it, but it's there. And she came to the park today with her friend. No, she came by herself. And she was actually going to buy for her friend a... Yeah, she was gonna buy her friend a candle for a funeral. Man, I'm telling you, candle space is so big, it's ridiculous. It's so big. One of her friends, I think her grandmother might have passed away, and she wanted to buy her some candles for that. And someone else bought a candle today, and they said that they were buying it for someone who was in a nursing home who was about to pass away. So get this. He wanted to buy the person wine down. Mm-hmm. He thought it wouldn't be very tasteful to give someone who's about to pass away.
No.
Not funny, Melissa.
I didn't laugh.
What sound was that?
It was
What sound was that?
Oh, no.
I was like, damn, I could see that. And I was like, damn, okay, which candle? In my head, I was like, damn, people watching probably wouldn't work either. I don't know if that's a good one.
Why?
Because I feel like people watching you die. Like, you may not.
Oh, my God. No, nobody's thinking that.
Then the other one, do not disturb. I'm like, damn, do not disturb. You could be putting lights out. You're done.
I was thinking maybe Sunday reset.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't know. You're not going to reset again. You're done. This is your last Sunday. That's it. So there was that one. You know what we're hitting the ball with?
Room service.
No. Retail therapy.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we end up going with for that one. I think it's a pretty good scent. I don't necessarily think it's the best old person scent or like funeral home scent, but I think it is a nice scent. So it was that, and then I be having the craziest conversation with people. Oh my goodness! So today, I had a conversation with someone. I don't think I told you this, from Israel. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, the only other person I've talked to, that's not true, that I feel like I know, that's maybe Israeli. I don't think they call themselves Israeli. It's so weird because it's like, okay, pretty much what she told me is that the people from Israel are the same as black people. Right? Somebody said Jewish people, but yeah, I think she said Jewish people. She did say Jewish people, the same as black people. And I was like, And then she was, listen, this is how you know when someone's about to be like kind of racist. They let you know that someone of that race approve what they're about to say. I was talking to my friend, and they agreed with me when I said this. And I was like, what did they say? What did you say to them? Well, I was telling them that, Jewish people and black people are very, like, we're kind of the same. We have a lot of the same struggles. And, the only difference, though, because, everybody says this is what, as any black person would say, it's like, yeah, but I'm black outside. Like, you Jewish inside. Nobody knows you're Jewish until you tell them you're Jewish. That's what she brought first. She's like, yeah, the difference is, the only difference, though, is like, black people, you can see them. And I was like, right, yes. And then she was like, she said this to me, which I never heard before, which I feel like is somewhat level of brainwashing in a sense. She said that in Israel, they told her, or they teach the fact that being Jewish is a race. They said, and this is what she said, she said, I quote, they said, if you look up race by definition, Jewish people fit into that. So that makes them a race. And I'm kind of like, I don't know how much I get behind that, just because if you have to justify that part, I feel like it's probably not. Like, I don't think nobody from Ireland is like, we're like a race, right? We're Irish. Like, that's a race. I don't think nobody says that. I don't think if you are American, you're like, or even or you're Caribbean, you don't really say like, I'm a race, right? Like, the book says I'm a race too. So I feel like for them to say that means that's something that they teach them over there, to treat being Jewish as a race. So that was interesting. Also, the fear of birds. She was very afraid of birds. And I told her that my girlfriend's afraid of birds too. And she was like, oh my gosh, you understand? I'm like, yes, I get it. I understand. She was hiding behind me the whole time. She was like, oh my God, the birds. Oh my God, the birds. Oh God, it's the birds. She was like, oh my God, I want to see them. I don't want to see them. I'm like, don't worry. I'm like, listen. I've been there. I understand. My girlfriend be afraid of birds too.
But you don't have that same compassion.
No, you my girlfriend. Melissa, get together, okay? Get it together.
So she could be afraid.
Yes.
No.
Listen, if people want to be crazy, let them be crazy over there. In my household, no craziness over here. Keep that stuff outside.
So you don't even.
I'm not crazy. I am very much the not crazy.
Oh.
Yes, exactly. So, So that's it. That was a cool conversation I had with her, or interesting I had with her. And I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram. I've been doing like a new kind of. Why is it not moving? Like it's only up here. It should be at the bottom. Why is it so high? This normal? Up here.
And nobody said anything.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, right, on Instagram. So I really like making content. I enjoy it. I like recording. I like being recorded. I like talking on camera. I like having other people talk on camera. It's something I just enjoy doing, whether I get paid for it or not. Just something that's fun to me. And what I've come up with is I'm calling it a day in Washington Square Park. And every day, since it is crazy out there, I will be recording, different people talking about the candles, different things happening outside, taking pictures of people, with nice outfits or crazy outfits, and then posting that on my daily on Instagram. And I'm doing a carousel because I remember reading before that Instagram really likes carousels. They really like to see, I don't know, that's like how they, between that and Reels, they like. The whole Reel thing, I feel like it's a lot of work to do, and I feel like we're trying to do very, very, very low maintenance content. That is very good content, but low maintenance on my part. And if the content is making itself around me, I must just record it. That's how I look at it. So the first one did very well. Funny, like and I'm not even that surprised how well it did, but it goes to show that what I thought works would work. I think people like seeing either me talking, they like hearing me talk, and not because it's me, just because I think anybody that has social media prefers that the person they're following is actually talking and doing things. But a lot of people don't want to do that. It's a lot of work to record yourself. You got to say the right thing. You got to look nice. You got to have a nice environment. So I think people like that. Also, it's a carousel. People like that. Also, it's the brand, which people also like. So there's that. And then, what was the other one? It was the carousel that they like. It was the picture that they like. It was me talking. It was the brand. And I think they like seeing all the interesting things happening in the park. I think that's also fun. So at the end of the day, I think that good content is good content. If you want to beat the algorithm, you got to make good content. I think people are enjoying that. There's nothing algorithmic about technically about what I posted. It's literally like what I think people find interesting. Oh, who was that? Oh, she's still there. That's cool. So right now, that last post I did has 41 likes. And
Wow.
right, on a post, on a business page. That's crazy. And then someone said my energy is so contagious. I don't know who that was. Oh, Paulina. I think I remember her. So someone said run, don't walk to MBur. I remember her. And then got some claps. So like I said, people are enjoying it. I think it's fun to see other people outside doing things. So I have to post another one today. People are dancing. Picture. Like I said, it's something fun. If I saw this, I would like this myself. So I'm excited to post another one tonight before I go to bed, and all of that good old stuff. Oh, you know what's crazy? I don't think I showed y'all this. Have I showed y'all this? Have you seen an ad before that we made? I feel like, have we ever showed that anywhere? I feel like we might have showed. Did that video ever come out? What are you doing? Yeah, I gotta see if I can find that. I feel like I showed it to you already. So, but listen, Facebook is Facebooking, and I almost forgot this too. There was a company that we used called Triple Whale, and it was kind of in conjunction with the Logical Positions company, who was supposed to do our marketing for us. I ended up finding out about them from Logical Positions, and they are another version of Google Analytics, which is just for anybody who is not into that space. It allows you to find out information about who is buying your product come to your website. Like if they come from Facebook, from Instagram, what pages that they like to visit, what pages they're on the most, what their products are, what's the best bundles to make from your products, things like that. So because I have the subscription with them, I get emails from them regularly. And about maybe like 2-3 months ago, I saw that they have a podcast. So I went, I checked it out. I thought it was very cool. I enjoyed it because it's not a very commercial podcast. I feel like the guy that does it still has a low following at the time, and I feel like he didn't get to a point yet where he's trying to beat the algorithm. So he's not jumping up and down, doing backflips on the camera, and throwing confetti in the air and ringing bells for every question. Like, it's just a regular conversation with people about a product that I find useful and valuable. So that first interview I watched of him talking with somebody, I thought this was great. So, I watched a couple more, and then time goes by, I didn't watch them. So I was scrolling on YouTube the other day, and a video came up. I'm like, oh, this seems interesting. So I went and I watched it, and I'm like, wow, this is a very good video. And then I ended up, throughout the interview, I realized that the guy who was doing the interview was a guy from Triple Whale. I think he's a executive consulting. His role is like head of consulting, something like that. And as someone who makes content and has been a very small YouTube channel, and I'm bigger than we were before, but we're still relatively small in this space. The comments of people watching it, good or bad, I feel like are good because you get feedback on whether what you're putting out is valuable. People like it. If they don't like it, you find out why they don't like it. You can figure out whether it's something you want to change or kind of what your perception is out in the world from what you're posting, right? So because of that, I figured, you know what, let me just kind of write my feelings about the podcast. I'm like, hey, I think it's a great podcast. I think the question you asked is really good. The concept is really good. The one that I watched, the concept was come up with one problem that you have in your business right now, right? And then I'll do the same thing. So it'll be the host will do it and the person who is being interviewed will do it. And then they will both try to solve each other's problems and solve their own problems. So I like that concept a lot and that format a lot because it allowed me to see kind of what to expect going forward, or something I might need from where I'm at right now. And I also like seeing how people that are further ahead than we are, how they approach different problems and what problems they actually run into. So, so I'm commenting that, right? And I left a comment, and then probably I think one of the things I brought up in the comment was, what should be the next step? Oh, that's what it was. When should we start looking to bring people on in terms of either hiring or freelancers or not like part-time, people that we just kind of partner with. So how he broke it down, which I thought was very cool, he said, so let's say, for example, you're sending out 50 DMs a day, and from every DM you get one order. And your average order value is, I think he said like $30, something like that, or maybe he said 20. So if you can do that every single day, by the end of the month, you would have made about, I think it was either like $700 or $1,000, whatever the number was. He said that you can take 30% of that, or he said like $400, something around there. Take that and pay somebody else to do the same thing. So now for the next month, you'll be doing it and someone else will be doing it too. So you can double your revenue for that month and kind of just keep repeating that. And I like that idea because one, is not debt. It does grow slow, but it's also a lot sturdier. I think it has a better foundation. And it's something I can do at where I'm at. So in the comments that he wrote that whole thing out, I just said, And he also has said, hey, man, I appreciate that. If you want to get on a free consulting call with me, here's a link. Go ahead and you can hit that link, right? Normal. And in the interview, I think he charged like $250 a month or $250 a week for the consulting thing. He gave me one for free. So I set it up for the next day while I was in the park, and oh my goodness, like I said, he was very cool. We talked for, it was supposed to be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We talked almost an hour, just going back and forth talking about YouTube. Talked about how I could possibly grow the business, what we would do next. And I had told him that in the last year we did about 100K, and his thing was, well, why don't you just multiply that and do more of that? And same thing that y'all know that he probably doesn't know, that doing something like that, the way we were doing it last year, is very capital intensive. We would have to buy all the fare in the beginning of the year. We'd have to buy all the inventory in the beginning of the year and everything in the beginning. So we'd have to probably put out over a couple $100,000 in the beginning of the year, just to be able to grow that way, right? So we can make the money throughout the year, but it becomes an issue because, again, it has to be upfront. But we would have hired people, and if we had got the 300 or 400K, we would have hired people, tried to book every single craft fair that we could, the big ones, the small ones, and we probably could have done 700K, 800K last year, probably, if someone gave us 500K or 400K or whatever. So when I told him that, he was like, okay, that's interesting. And a lot of people, I feel like, in that space always say you should double down on whatever works. And I agree. I do agree, but I don't know if I would say that what we were doing was working necessarily. I think it was a piece of it. I think selling the candles works. I think that's part of it. I think the next part is how and where do we sell the candles? Under what capacity do we sell the candles? Are we doing it at fairs? Are we doing it online? So I was explaining to him, like, listen, bro, I'm trying to get to being more online right now just because I can't be selling outside every day, for a very, very long time. Like, I'm gonna do it, and it is cool, but to scale, I can't do it that much. Right, and then that's the thing. We want to do more online, right? So it's just kind of like, I don't know how. Well, do you do online? Do you sell anything online? Because selling online is not a simple thing. Anybody that has an online business, my assumption would understand that it's not like just post your products. Like, you can run ads, but they have to create the content for the ads, which I think is a crucial part that people don't. I don't know why more people don't think about that. I feel like a lot of time should be put into the content for the ad because people are going to see it and buy it off of that. But I guess, I don't know, people don't do that. I don't know why. Then it's like having a website. And then it's like not only having a website, it's having a website that converts people from being a non-buyer to a buyer. And a lot of websites don't have that. A lot of people make websites they'll use a gallery type website where they just show their product, but they don't really have it set up to be trustworthy or to get more sales. You'll have people who are over designing stuff because they want to look very nice. Like, oh, I want to put pictures of things and things that I like and whatever. And it's kind of like, okay, that's not really working. And then once you get to a point of even building a site that actually converts, now is how well does it actually convert? So we've been on that path of doing that. I've kind of taken a step back from that just because, again, right now the goal is to make more money in person. That is it. The goal is to go out and make more money. Because I think in all of this, in the last 4 years that me and Melissa have been dating, it might be going on 4. I met you 2019. You're sleeping. In 2019, I met you. So I'm guessing it's going on 5 years. The thing that I feel like was the biggest misstep was not having money. there are very few people that I know that have actually started a business with no money. Because a lot of people will say, like, even the interview I watched with the Triple Whale guy, the person he was interviewing said, I want to build a company in public with $500 so I could show people that's possible. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you can do that, but you're not real. You don't really have $0. You're only using $500 to build this company. But your bills, your food is still covered, your rent is still covered, your car is still covered, your insurance is still covered, your things you want to do for in your free time, all that's still covered. For us, a lot of it was kind of, we've been finessing for like 5 years. There was a godsend one day where we were sitting in the house and we got an email, not an email, we got a letter in the mail, and DoorDash gave me $10,000. Like, what? Like, that was, and we were trying to figure out how to make that work. That was kind of where we were at the point. It's like, we would get these random amounts of money, or I was riding my bike. The problem with that was it kept breaking down over and over and over. It cost a lot of money and time. But a lot of the businesses that we started, I feel like we started with almost no money. Hey, what's up, man? All is well. All is actually phenomenal right now. I think life is going very good. Hello, Rock. Hi. Yeah, I would say life is going very good right now. The best it has been in a very, very, very long time. We're selling a lot of candles. We're building an Instagram up. I found a way to make content. Melissa is doing marketing and making her own content. And she is, killing it when she's in the house. She is pumping out candles and samples and stuff every single day. Because we have a very high, I forgot what they call like volume of sales going on. So, you want food? That what you bothering me for? So yeah, but how have you been? What's going on with you? I saw you were trying out some new square vessels. Have they gotten any more sales? Have they gotten any more traffic? Any more attention to the new square vessel? And the first time I saw that vessel, funny enough, there's a company here in New York called Harlem Candle Co. I was stalking her page. What? I was scratching my ear, YouTube. That doesn't count. Oh my God. Y'all crazy. Y'all not even, okay, yeah, now y'all got it. Jesus Christ, y'all terrible at this. And she turned that into Harlem Candle Co. She started off with those same candles. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So that's what the guy started the company off with. But we've done Turo with no money. We started that. We did Airbnb with no money. Like a lot of things we did, we pretty much had no money. And by no money, I mean like a large lump sum of money. So if I said to someone, hey, do you want to start a candle business? And they're like, yeah, and I give them $10. You can't do it with $10. Yes, you have money, but you don't have money. Like you don't, and you, especially, here's our biggest problem that we kind of still have now, but we're getting better because we can make money selling outside. It's keeping all the money from the business in the business. That's our biggest thing. Right now, the candles support itself and us. That's what the candles are doing. It's actually kind of crazy. We talked about having to do that. So now it's actually doing that. But that's kind of where we're at. So a problem that we're having right now, which I've spoken about maybe in the last like 2 podcasts or so, is all the money we make is split up like 4 different ways right now. That's kind of how it's set up. Shout out to Tori, because originally I was doing it 3 different ways. It was 30% for us, 30% for the business, and then another 30% for debt, right? So talking to Tori, he felt like it wasn't enough money for the business to have 30% because that's pretty much just covering what the business costs to run itself. And not even really, it just costs like for inventory. You can't really scale it past that because all the money that we're making goes back into buying whatever we just sold. So he felt like 70% would be a good number. Now, I'm hesitant on going that high because that only leaves 30% for us and paying off debt. and I want to aggressively pay off the people that we owe. So I'm kind of right now I'm at 50% for the business, 25% for us, and 25% for the debt. That's kind of where I'm sitting at. And in doing that, that's one of the ways I realized that we need to make way more money. Like that was kind of like the psychology trick I played on myself, because now when I see the account, it's low. Even if we have money over there or money over there, the account I'm looking at is low. So that's like a mind trick I've played so that now I can like, okay, I have the motivation or more, whatever I might need to make more money from outside. So we have those 4 accounts. The 25%, so we have 25% goes to inventory, and the other 25% goes to whatever operating expenses, which might be ads, it might be subscriptions, it might be transportation, anything that's not necessarily buying inventory is that. It can go back and forth, so we can take 25% and put it on either side, but that's kind of how it's split up right now. If we could keep 100% of the money in the business and like literally just, you know how crazy that would be? We've never even been at that point yet. We've never been with anything that we've done. Affiliate market. Have we? Actually, we fake did. It was a disaster. That was a company that we did. It was for college athletes. They were an affiliate, and I think one thing I've learned just doing the business, which I never really expected. I don't know why I did it, but people need to be told exactly what to do, right? In my brain, I feel like if I'm talking to someone for hiring them for something or a partnership, you should know kind of what is expected from you. That's how I feel. But if I ever explain to them what's expected, how would they actually know, right? So that's kind of the two sides of the coin situation. When we hired the affiliate marketing, they posted it on their page and they were like, hey, I got candles, 25% off, 30% off. You know, what do you guys want to do? I don't think we got one sale from all of them. We might have did like 10 people, 12 people. We didn't get that one sale, right? So me personally though, I do like the affiliate marketing route. I just feel like we would have to find someone that's actually good at making content first, and then who also puts out candles in that content. There is a girl I've been seeing on Twitter, and she does affiliate marketing for several companies. I know one of them is the sex chocolate. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called Tab, something with a T. And she posts her numbers on Twitter. She be saying that she be bringing that company like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from her content that she makes. So I'm open to that. But again, like I said, the main thing right now is to have money in our account. Like, that is why I'm so just not looking at anything else really. Like, anything that requires work from me that is not putting money in our account from selling the candles outside, I'm not even really thinking about. Because over the last 5 years, everything we've done, we've been undercapitalized. And it has bit us in the ass every single time. We went to the thing with Airbnb. We had somehow got $4,000. I think we got the money from MCA loan or something like that. And we took that money out there to get an Airbnb, right? We went to Philadelphia. We went to Atlanta. Every place we went to was like, oh my God, we'll give you 4 apartments right now. We'll give you 3 apartments right now. You want 10? We'll give you 10 apartments right now. We would have, if we had the money like that we needed back then, like a couple, like 30 grand, 40, 50 grand, we would today probably have, I mean, we would have like 25 Airbnbs right now, but they would have given us 10 at the time right there. Right there, they were giving us 10. They were like, yeah, just whenever you have the money, just let us know. We'll give you the 10. We would have had 2 bedrooms, 1 bedrooms. I think they even had some 3 bedrooms. We was going crazy in luxury buildings with pools. They had pool table. They had a movie theater in the place. They had a gym, a legitimate gym, front desk, concierge, rooftop lounge, and we would have had 10 units. But we couldn't afford to pay for the rent and pay for the freaking the furniture. But they gave us, the building said okay to us. Then that was in Atlanta. Before we even went to Atlanta, the person in Philly was like, oh, we'll give you 4 units right now. And we're like, oh my God, if we only had the freaking money. We didn't have the money, right? So that's that one. Turo, similar situation. The money we're making from Turo, we had to use that car. That's the biggest thing. That car had to be used for non-Turo related things. So because of that, I feel like the money that we would take from there, we would use ourselves. The car would be over here in New York as opposed to New Jersey. So we have to pay to drive over there. We have to pay to drive back. We'd have to pay for the gas and pay for parking depending on where we're at, right? All of that stuff eats up into the whole Turo pricing because Turo doesn't, you can't charge that much anyways. So again, undercapitalized. We never had enough money to let our business grow itself. So every time it grows a little bit, like, okay, give me $10. Oh, let me get $5. Oh, wait, let me get $7. Okay, let me get $9. And the business, like, it's like taking air out the business, and it slowly suffocates itself. So now I'm like, okay, even though we're still at that point, somewhat, I am now focusing on building up a reserve of money. So, like I said, we have 4 accounts. 1 is for debt. We have 1 for operating expenses, 1 for our personal expenses, and 1 for inventory. That's kind of how I'm doing it right now. And playing with the numbers. So it'll be 25%, 20%, 50%, whatever. But that's where we are now. Now, I kind of got off track from the convo I was talking about before with Triple Whale. So I'm talking to the guy. We're on Zoom for about an hour, and he recommends for me to how to scale my ads. Now, for anybody out there who's familiar with these type of people or whatever, hold on one second. Hello? My bad, Sarah. My bad. I'm trying to get on my streamer status. Press the buttons and stuff. Listen, do not jump on me, sir. Do not jump on me. I love you too, but your nails. So, all right. So I'm talking to the guy, and he is telling me how to scale ads, right? So there's a thing called media buying, right? And I'm gonna have to ask him if we talk again, because I personally don't really see the value in it personally, but it's supposed to be. So on one side you have making the content, right? You're making the ad, you go out and you record it in your house, you record it on the street, you say, hey, my name is Donovan Gray, and this is the best beeswax candle you will ever smell in your entire life. It is 100% no blends, it's chemical free, it's non-toxic. Oh my God, this is amazing, right? Then you have the buyer, the media buyer. So they pretty much they look at where to send your ads to. They look at how much you spend on your ads, things like that, right? Now, me personally, this is my assumption. If you have a good ad, nothing else of that, none of that stuff matters, in my opinion, right? Especially from how my ad account set up right now, from what I've seen, it's more or less controlled by Facebook. Facebook chooses who to send it to by who buys. You choose your conversion, and conversion means like, okay, for me, a conversion is a sale. For someone else, it might be a click. It might be a save or a view page or whatever. For us, it's a sale. So once Facebook gets a conversion, they go, oh, okay, we know what kind of person likes to buy this product. We're going to try and find more people in a similar category, right? Cool. But if you have a good ad and you're making money, you just spend more money. You can keep spending more money because the ads are going up. There's a term called ROAS for people who don't know. It's return on ad spend. So if your ROAS is 2 or 3, that means for every dollar you put out, you're getting 3 times that back, right? You spend $50 on ads, that means you made $150, right? That's kind of how it works. So he does media buying, TikTok ads. We did a little bit, but I gauge it by what the initial response is to TikTok. And what I mean by that is, we run the ad. Does anything happen? No, nothing happens, and I'm not fucking with it. And I'm not saying it doesn't work, and I'm also not saying we won't do it again. But with Facebook, we tested it. We did $5 a day. We got like 4 sales in like 3 days, right? I'm like, oh, this works. Keep doing more of this. With TikTok, their minimum is like $20 a day. That's their minimum for TikTok. We can't really afford that. Well, no, we can't afford that. So I tried it though, just to see what happens. If I'm gonna spend $20 a day, I hope I get something. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. We get nothing, no sales from that. And again, like I said, we will run it. We will do something else with TikTok ads. But as of right now, Facebook ads works. We literally get sales like every other day from Facebook ads online, and it's very low effort from us, and it's like I said, it's like a sale every day. Like I put the ad up, and they put it out there, and people are buying. We got a sale today. I think yesterday for $100-something. I think it's from. I'm pretty sure it's from Facebook, and then let me see if I can pull it up right now. Which account are you using? Which account you use? Oh, it might be on here, honestly. Wait. Let me see. So I go to Facebook Ad Manager. So I'm pretty sure that was, let me see. I don't think they didn't count it yet. So right now we spent $190.18, and we have made a total of his really crazy. This is I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna find how much he made. I don't know what the actual number is here. Where is it? It's not telling me here. Having the ROAS at least. So right now it's 1.75. So 190 times 1.75. So that means you made $332 from the ads, and we spent $190, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. Let's just keep doing more of that. Because I'm like, if I'm going to put $1, you're going to give me almost $2 back every time. Scale that till it doesn't work anymore. Next, we'll put in $500, we'll get $1,000 out. So, keep doing that. So he suggested for me to do, he said, every 3 to 4 days, raise your daily amount to 30. He said 30%. He said if it holds up, just keep doing that. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that. Now, here's what I think is really cool. I had asked him about the candle space because, like I said, he's a high level kind of person within Triple Whale. So I'm like, what do candles even do? Like, what do you see from the candle market on the back end? Because they have, I think they said they have like 12,000 or 11,000 brands that use their platform, right? So I'm asking about the candles. Listen, y'all know me. I'm always want to go big, right? What do y'all think was like the highest number of revenue for the candle space that they have information on? You got any guesses? Because I was shocked, but not really. Excited. I would say I'm probably kind of excited, but not really. So he said that on their biggest or one of their biggest candle vendors or candle companies does like $10 million a year. Think how crazy that is. $10 million a year for one of the biggest companies they have. Not big company they have, but like the biggest candle company they have on their platforms. Only $10 million. He said a lot of them were doing like, 1.1 million, like 700K, 800K. And I'm like, bro, we did 100K last year. And we really, I'm telling you, we have not been able to like really push it. And I think this year is getting closer to that. We're making the money. We're not paying as much out in debt. And we're learning about the ads. So, listen. People are coming up to me every day now. Like, oh my God, I have that candle. I love the candle. People are bringing their friends back. I said earlier, this woman bought 10 candles already in like a week. So it's really on some. In 4 months from now, we're talking about we're still in March. We're not even in April yet. So we're talking about all of the rest of. Honestly, it's just past the halfway mark of March. The halfway part just got passed. So we still have the rest of March, all of April, all of May, all of June, all of July, all of August. We got all the way to August. We're talking about August, July, June, April, May, and March. That's 6 months of the compounding of people coming to us and buying candles and smelling the cards and bringing their friends and following us on Instagram. It's gonna be crazy. Like, and the better we make the candles and the more sense and the more creative we come with the offer that we have, it's gonna just get bigger. The more content that we post, people are gonna like it, and it's growing. I can see it already. Like that last video or page, whatever I posted on Instagram, has one of the highest engagements that we've had on our page. That's a post outside of me and Melissa saying like, thank you for everybody that supported us last year. That one got 1,000 something reels, 1,000 something views on reels, and like over 100 likes. I don't think I've ever seen a post I've posted in my entire life get 100 likes on the post. Have you seen that? I feel like you might have seen some of that. Which one? Oh, excuse me, Melissa. Excuse me, my bad. Melissa be out here posting, the fire pictures and they be getting 100 likes. Well, in my life, I've never gotten 100 likes on a post, Melissa. So, but I thought it was kind of crazy because I was like, when you have a business page, for those out there who do, I know some of y'all do, some of y'all probably don't, but it's kind of difficult to post something and get likes, right? Because it's like, what do you post? Do you just post something that's not business related? Do you post something that's, a picture of your candle? Because at the end of the day, even as a human being, if I'm scrolling and it's a picture of a candle, it's like, it's cool. Especially if I know it. It's like, okay, I think you're doing something, but nothing about this makes me go, oh, I like this. Like, I like this. This is cool. I like this. No, you're not getting that. And if you did want to get that, you'd have to spend a lot of money on some type of ad for that. So we don't have that. But I think what I'm doing now, like I said before, people are starting to enjoy that content, like it. I'm gonna have to do it, edit something a little later for that. What time is it? It's 9:59. I want to get it out today. I probably should. I think I might get it out today still. I should be able to. It's not going to be a lot of editing. Shout out to CapCut. One of the greatest editing apps ever. Don't ban TikTok. But, well, you can ban TikTok. I don't care. Don't ban CapCut. Leave CapCut alone. Bro, another thing too, TikTok. Man, they trying to get TikTok out of here. They are trying to wrap TikTok up. And listen, if they pack TikTok up, all of this was a sign for us not to be on TikTok. That's what this is. Because that would be... you know how crazy it would be if all of a sudden there was no TikTok? First of all, if there was no TikTok, Instagram and YouTube would blow up. They would have a huge growth. Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Hope you're having a good evening. But yeah, everybody would go to TikTok. Would go to TikTok and YouTube. And honestly, not TikTok, they go to Instagram. Honestly, if that would have happened, if they would have somehow banned TikTok.
Sorry.
What happened?
I thought Snapchat would probably go up too. And that was just such a funny thought because Snapchat to me is kind of ancient.
Oh my, yeah. Snapchat is such a weird place in a sense because people be using it.
Right.
They're making money on there.
Right. But I think if there was no TikTok, I think that would blow up more because I think that is like the only other place where there's kind of a discoverability-ish there, and then I think the content is kind of more personal.
Yeah, I think it'll be YouTube. I think it's a lot easier, like, to get those views on YouTube than get them on Instagram. Like, to be able to go viral on a short on YouTube. So I can see the people going over there. Well, like, I don't think his food's empty, but he ate all his food.
Not go away. No.
So yeah. That is, I said, in a couple months from now, if I can consistently keep going outside, I guarantee we'll definitely. I mean, we'll probably hit 1,000 followers on Instagram by the end of the month, probably. If I can get like 10 a day, we're talking about, damn, you know what's crazy? That's not crazy, yo. I said crazy. That's not, listen, my brain is so, if I can do 10 followers every time I go outside, that could be like 300 a month. Or maybe like 250 a month, 200 a month. That's a lot in follower land. Like, and for us, that's like, we literally only have 900. But we could be at like 2,000 very quickly. And then at that point, I feel like it makes the company more legitimate. Because I think having 900 is cute. It's a nice little, it's cool. But I feel like, and the other problem too was we didn't have a lot of posts. We didn't have no good posts that I feel like that were like slapping like that. But I think they wouldn't have cared if at 900 followers if we had more content we were posting. But I think now that we have 900 and we're going to be posting good content, I think it'll help us grow even more. Because I think people have been going to it and liking their stuff, seeing it. Oh man, listen. You know, that's what we're doing. That's the plan. But I go back to Triple Whale Guy. So he's saying to upscale my ad spending by like 30%. I did that. We've gotten, I think, 2 sales. I think we got 3 sales. How many sales we get from online last 4 days? Like 4, right? We got a $100 one. We got a $45 one today. And I think there's one day we got 2 orders in a day. So yeah, we got 1 today, 1 yesterday, and 2 on Friday. It's crazy. So he also told me that the bigger companies in the candle space have a ROAS or return on ad spend at about 1 point. He said 9.3, which is basically where we're at, 1.75 to 1.93. So that pretty much means that if we could no, don't put your finger in there. What's wrong with you? Move from there. No, don't put your finger in there. 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 Move. Don't put your finger in there. Move. Move. Keep backing up. 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 Okay. You're not slick. Move. Move. And we, oh man, you know what's crazy? Back up. I was thinking about this, right? Do you think this goes back to borrow money? But do you think that JDC, I don't, GJDC, what that is? You think they will give us the loan again, like the rest of it?
I don't know. I feel like if we make payments.
Right, and I feel like we're at a point now where it'd be useful. It'll be ad spend for real, like this time. Like, okay, put the money into ads.
I don't know if they would feel inclined to give us money.
Oh, of course not. I feel like they wouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, now we're at a point where we could like take money and throw it into an ad and then make money. Before that, hey guys, we don't.
I mean, sure, but like I said, I think we would just have to pay at least so. Pay to current, and then present them with, listen, we have proof. We've been testing the ad now, so sure.
Yeah. So that's something I thought would be interesting. But I thought it was cool that they said the bigger candle brands that are doing $1 million, 1 or 2 million, whatever, have a very similar return on ads that we have. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? When it comes to like ads in the candle space, everybody's ads are pretty much trash. And no offense to anybody that runs ads, but no one really puts no work into ads. Like, and when I go, they have something called an ad library. You can look at Facebook or TikTok or whatever, and you can see what other ads people are posting, right? Man, when I tell you, everybody posts a picture ad of their candle burning and with a bunch of other candle next to it, I'd be like, damn, like, where's the fun in the candle? Where's the fun in the ad creation? It's literally nothing. And I'd be bored. And I'm just kind of like, how do you even make sales with these ads? I think I've seen Diptyque do a pretty cool ad, and maybe Diptyque and what's the other one? I feel like had a pretty good ad. Or even tried to make an ad. It's not Otherland. It's like maybe Otherland too. Is it Hotel Lobby? One of them. They try. It's not like it's great. It's that they try. I'm like, okay, cool, but most people don't even be doing that. So I'm like, I really want to get into the bag, like on some YouTube video before ad type of thing. That's what I want to do. Because it's like, if it works, you make money. Like, that's crazy. People should be doing doing better ads. So me and him talked for a while, and then he said they have this event coming up in next month. And he invited me to the event. He said, I can't do it for free, but I can give you 30% off if you want to come. He said, if you go, we can meet up. We can talk more about, what your business is, what your plan wants to be for it. And I'm excited. I definitely want to go. I want to make sure I have the money in place to go. But it's going to be an e-commerce event, I think he said. So it's going to be a lot of people talking about what I said earlier, return on ad spend, conversion rate optimization, landing pages, and scaling and bundles and other stuff. So I'm excited to be able to go to that. I honestly, no. You have the freaking obsession of your mother. Move.
Your mother?
Yes, move. Yeah, both see something and you just can't stop. Move. Move. So yes, I said that was a great convo. We talked about, chopped it up, and another thing that's been happening, kind of interesting too. Hey, what's up, lady? What's up, Jessica? How's it going? Um, it's been getting so funny in the park because I haven't really told you this much, but man, my friend. Hey, what's up, Damien? Wait, hold on. Yeah, what's up, Damien? My friend jokes I'm the mayor of the park because every day I'm in the park, people asking me like the rules for the park. Like, okay, can I sell here? Hey, what's up, Nasi? How's it going? Everybody having a good evening? And they be like, oh, can I set up here? Is it okay if I set up right here? Am I allowed to put this here? Do you have this? Can I get some tape? Do you got some paper? Can I get some change? I be like, sure, and I be chilling. But I'm like, people that are not selling, who are just walking around, will bypass everybody else, come to me and go, hey, do I need a permit to sell here? I'd be like, technically yes, but no one has one. So do what you want with that. But what? So, it's kind of like, listen, yeah. So now, right? Today, I'm in the park. I pull up. I'm stretching. I'm like, ugh, okay. Let me get ready to set up my table. Enjoying the sun. On the right is where I normally set up. Right? I'm like, you know what? Someone's in that spot today. I'm going to go to the left. Behind me to my left was like two girls selling jewelry. Police walked right by me, kicked them right out the park. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So there's a black guy selling fragrances, right? Shout out to him. It's my guy. We exchanged info today. He told me that yesterday he was selling in the park. They were like, bro, you gotta get out of here. Pack it up. Right? So he had asked me like, yo, what's that about? I'm like, listen, bro, they pick and choose who to kick out the park. Like 4 days ago, I was set up. Some guy came up to me like, oh man, this kid is so good. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, yeah. So question, can I sell in here? And I'm like, bro. She was like, listen. He's like, I think he asked me how I sell here. That's why I put my table there. He was like, yeah, we had a table over there.
Yeah. Pause.
Wait, where's my, oh. Where's it? Oh, it's up here. Where was it? It was right here, right? Yeah. So he came to me. Then he was like, "Yeah, they kicked me out." I'm like, "Damn, bro, that's crazy." I'm like, "Yeah. I don't know. Y'all definitely gonna have to figure that out." So, I forgot how I got there. I forgot how I got there. Yeah, I said they really be wilding in the park. So I've seen like 5 people probably kicked out of the park so far, roughly. But I was saying before that. So people come to me and they always asking me stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm not the one to be asking no questions to. I don't know what the rules of the park are. I don't know what they be doing. I don't know what their vibe is. You gonna have to figure that out with whoever. Move. What are you looking at?
I think he wants the piece of paper.
Paper.
Right
This.
Oh.
You looking over here? So I said it's been cool. I haven't had no more beef with the guy next to me. We've been, I guess, chilling for the most part. But what is wrong with you? He wants something under here. I don't know what it is. Is it plastic under here? Oh, there's a little. So, ooh, appreciate that. Ooh, man. So, like I said, with the triple whale guy, I'm hoping that I have the money by then to be able to actually go to the event, because I think that would help us a lot to be able to do that. And I said last week, let me see. So today, I did 14 sales today. My goal is to try and beat the week before, because one week I did 1265, and then the week after that, it was less. But like I said, listen, I'm trying not to get too excited. I just really want to be able to put all the money together and start paying, possibly get some type of rent situation set up, possibly get just livable stuff, probably buy some more pants, because I need some more. I think I have like 3 pair, get some more of that, and just have like a very stable life. I think as an entrepreneur, depending on how you start off, I feel like you have to remove yourself from a basic level of living, and then you have to like get back to basic level, then build on top of that. But I feel like most people kind of start off as like, okay, I go get a job and then they pay me, and then I save up, and then I go and I get an apartment, or I buy a car, or I go on vacation or whatever. I feel like with being an entrepreneur, it's okay, I have a job, I am not having a job anymore. Now I'm fighting for my life every day. To get back to, I have no money, but now let me save my money up to try and now get a house or a car or a vacation or whatever the case might be. I feel like that's kind of what we've been doing, and we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer to that. Like that's literally what an entrepreneur life is. So we are almost at what do you call that? Not ground zero, but we're back. There's a term for it. I can't remember what the term is, but we're back at like here. Like, oh, we can act like we don't, because we don't have that much money, but we're at a point. Okay, here's where we're at. We're at a point where we could go out and eat, like go out somewhere nice to eat. We could do it. We're not going to, but we could. And I think that's a good place to be at. Where that means we're getting better. Because listen, you already know all the stuff we've been through as far as not doing this and not eating that, not doing that, whatever. I feel like we have a. Listen, I keep saying I'm stuck on the fact that we are not getting the 1,000 cuts of death treatment of every time we have money, it goes out. I said this on the last podcast. We were real. I remember looking at the account one day, and like, it might have been like March, and we had just did like $9,000, something like that. And I'm like, wow, this account says we have like $4,500 in here. This is crazy. I'm looking at it like, wow. But we have to spend $3,000 of this money. But it was so fun to look at the money sit there. Like, oh man. But right now, the money that we have, we don't have to spend it to maintain what we're doing right now. The cost for me is like $10. So I'm like, that's literally it. I think by the end of the month, y'all might see me dancing on the podcast, doing backflips and spinning around and stuff like that, because it's gonna be crazy. And in a month after this, like the 2 months from now, oh my goodness. Like I said, we supposed to leave here, and what day is that? April 18th? They said the court date is. So April 18th is the court date. If we push it back 2 weeks, April 31st. Maybe another 2 weeks would be May 14th, something like that. So that means 3 more months. March, April, two months maybe. Yeah, listen. That eating out thing, it creep up on you so crazy. Like, oh my God, DoorDash is the devil. That's what the D stand for, because you look at the end of the month, you're like, how on earth did I spend $500 on DoorDash? How did I spend hundreds of dollars on it? You'd be like, damn, this is crazy. And it's like, I had a friend, man, oh my God, he told me he was spending like thousands of dollars a month on DoorDash.
I have a friend that gets all 3 meals from DoorDash.
That's crazy. I'm like, it's so insane, because it doesn't feel like that, because you're getting the food. You're like, oh, I'm hungry. Let me get me a sandwich. Sandwich is $15. And maybe, like, probably not even $15. Sandwich $20, right? You're like, oh, that's nothing. You're like, oh, I'm hungry again. It's lunchtime. Let me get, like, a bowl or something like that. $15. You're like, you know what? It's dinner time. Let me get, like, something a little bit larger. $28, right? You damn near done spent $60 already today on food. That's just today, because you do the same thing tomorrow, and then the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. So it's like, it creep up so bad, and I know it's bad, because I will actively try to not spend money on it, and at the end of the month, still I spent $200, and I'm like, that is crazy. It's crazy. So shout out to everybody out there who uses DoorDash. Y'all know the vibes, how it is when it comes to that DoorDash deception. I don't know what they want to call it, but it's something going on there. It's something. Oh my God, they have a chokehold on the American economy with that doing. Oh my goodness, and the prices are so outrageous. And I come from the space, so as far as like the business behind it, all of the restaurants add like a 30% increase on their food to put on the website, right? And then DoorDash or another company, they'll also add a fee, and sometimes they'll even add another. It's too easy to spend it on. That's a problem. It is too easy to spend money on DoorDash. that's where he messed up at. So. Bruh, right? I'm telling you, I need to study them more often. But it's a food thing. But the business will add, they will increase their price to sell on DoorDash. Then DoorDash will add another increased price to that same price. Then they'll charge you a fee, and then ask you for a tip. And it's like, you bought an $8 bowl, and now it's $27. And people are just like, I'm hungry though. I'm hungry. And then you just buy it. It's crazy. Like, that's it. Nah, that's it. So that's why I always say that I really believe that money is a proxy for emotion. And I think that the better control you have on your emotion, the less money you'll spend, or the more you can manage your money. I was talking to a guy recently, at the park. It might have been yesterday, and he is, I don't know, is somebody Islamic if they study Islam? How's that work, Melissa? It's stuff that you should know. The history lesson. You're supposed to know this stuff. Geography. You Jamaican. Yeah, I study this all the time.
Study Islam?
If I study Islam, am I Islamic?
Not necessarily.
Because you can't be from Islam, right? It's not a place.
No, it's not a place. It's a religion, I believe.
Is it a race?
Is it a race? I don't think so.
So either way,
It might definitely influence the culture of people.
he is Bangladeshian, and when it comes to money and this kind of, they study Islam. Yeah, that's how they call. Let's look at that.
What? Oh, it's ads.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
you scared me. I'm like,
There's two of them. Look,
Bro, I think it just runs if I don't hit skip. I think it just runs.
that's crazy. It's running right now. So what happens when you come back? Am I still here? Like, you miss what I said?
Bro, I think I do miss what you were saying.
That's crazy. So what was I saying? Oh, right. When it comes to like the emotional state of money.
You were talking to a guy for Bangladesh.
Yeah. One thing that he said was that in their culture, you're allowed to have multiple wives, right? Most people are already familiar with that. Move. One thing that I thought was interesting was he said, if you have more than one wife, let's say you have 4 wives, if you spend $100 on one wife, you have to spend $100 on the other 3 wives that you have. He said if you have sex with one wife a certain kind of way, you have to have sex with the other wives the same way. You can't like make love to one and then treat the other one like she ain't shit. You can't do that. And I was just like, that's kind of crazy. Then he said, whatever money that you make is you guys money, right? Like, it's your money and it's her money. Whatever money that she makes is her money, right? And I think that, for one, putting into perspective, spending money on multiple wives lets you know, like, do you really want to do this? Because this is what it really takes to be a guy that has multiple wives. Like, you have to actually provide equally for every single wife that you have. And I think that someone will look at money differently when you have to pay everything is now 4x that you want to buy. It's not like, oh, I'm only going to buy one wife a box of cereal. Like, no. Everybody gets a box of cereal. Everybody gets a car. Everybody gets a house. Everybody. Right? So I think, like I said, the psychology that they have and how they kind of treat just, what is it called? It's not morals. Kind of like tradition, I guess. I think that bleeds over in how money is managed. And I think that's why a lot of times that they say Jewish people are good with money. I've never really heard it about Muslim people, but it's not saying that it's not true. I've never heard it as a thing. But, I mean, I feel like Africans would be good with money. Are they like Christians?
I'm not involved in this conversation.
What do you mean, Melissa? This is the thing that I think that I have my experience. I'm trying to think. Because I do feel like there are certain African cultures who are very good with money also, because they manage it very well.
I can talk to the street.
What?
I can talk to them. Hey, you go there.
Yeah, so like I said, that's one thing I've been working on, and I think that, like I said, I don't want to sound too like pastorish or whatever, but like, if you can master your own emotions, I feel like you have a very good hold on money.
Okay, Dr. Professor Pastor Donovan.
Oh Lord. Who you think is less wasteful?
Out of what?
As Jessica said, she said she thinks they're more. She said that they are less wasteful. Yeah, and like I said, it's weird. It's such a weird thing. It's really just a psychology of money, which is a book I read, and just how you're brought up around things that are not even related to money will dictate how you treat money. And one thing that I've learned now, which I kind of knew but never practiced this way, is how I'm splitting the money up right now. Because they always tell you to live on, they say about 20% of your money. They say whatever you make, only spend like 20% on yourself. Maybe even 30%, but like no more than that. And I think part of it is because, for one, you don't even really own all that money. Like, none of that money is really yours. Between taxes and, expenses and things popping up or whatever, 70% of that money is already gone, right? You paying taxes on income tax, you paying sales tax, you buy a house, you paying transfer taxes, you sell a stock, you paying more tax. Like, you just paying taxes everywhere. And I think people that look at it, like, if I give you $100 and I say you only spend $30, you're going to say it's not enough money. And the solution to that is make more money. And I think that's why you have people from other cultures who will make a lot of money, because they're like, oh, I only live on 30%, so I have to make 10x more to be able to like buy a house or buy a car or do something, because I have to make so much more money. And that's kind of how I feel now. Like, when I put money over here, it's like, damn, I have money in all these accounts, but when I open my app, it's $100. And I'm like, whoo, shit, I gotta go to work. I gotta go make some more money because I don't have any. And like I said, it really hit me when we would make money and then we only have $25 after. I'm like, we fucking made $500 today. Why do I only have $25? But it's like, because you split it up. Being responsible. And then when our personal account gets to like a good number, that's when I'll know, like, oh yeah, we really like doing something now. Because now we got money for taxes, we got money for debt, we got money for the business, and money for ourselves. So, that is where I am at mentally. I think. You said what? What you said? Oh. So I think, as far as the week goes, nothing.
I had to get that?
Yes. Nothing else really happened.
Do you have any dogs?
But it was fun with y'all having, the live for the Sunday. If you have anything you want me to bring up next week or anything I want to talk about, let me know. Because I'm about to tap out. My head is hurting. And I'm about to eat and watch anime. So anybody that didn't know, Sunday's anime day. I love all of y'all. I will see y'all next week Sunday. And I think every podcast will probably be about this late, because now, like I said, I'm getting home later. So about 8 o'clock or so. And if anything changes, I'll definitely make a post on YouTube about it. So you know what it is. Are you at work, Nasia? How do you miss it? Would you rather a different day than Sunday? You have any suggestions other than Sunday? Because like I said, since it's alive now, it could be a different day. Oh, got you. Yeah, like I said, I'm open to suggestions. If anyone, I learned from doing the candle channel that people prefer to watch the videos on Monday, which was interesting. I never thought that would be a thing, but people liked it on Sunday. Analytics showed it when I did a poll. People said Monday, so I am very open to if y'all want to change the podcast day. Let me know what day is good for y'all. But you know what it is. Hashtag Bamboo Project 2024. All about changing the environment that we're in. I feel that. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out which days is the best days. So you said Mondays is cool. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out. Oh, okay. All right. And with that being said, Bamboo Project out.